Nova. This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
All right, we had a big show today. Without Natalie, she's taking an extra week off in Europe.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be doing these podcasts all week together, Nath. We can hold hands and work our way through
It's
it.
going to be great. You're going to hear some of Shaun's tales from Bali.
Absolutely. One of them was I'll talk about missing a celebration, a moment in time that I had the opportunity to be a part of.
Yeah. We also speak about Rita Safiotti and the freeway extension opening and why it got so awkward for her that she wanted to get into a car and drive off.
That was very funny. And, of course, we also got the chance to catch up with Matthew Pavlich this morning. Yeah, things took a little bit of a turn.
This is Nathan, Nat and Shaun
On Nova.
Nova 937.
It is 4 minutes past 6 on a Monday. It is Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Hi, Shaun.
Hi, Nat. No, Nath.
Natalie's not here.
She's not.
She's having an extra week off, the bitch.
Well, I know. I'm dying for it. I was thinking that is a great move. And by the way, 20 years she did last year, so I was always like, absolutely, she deserves it. But you've also done 20 years, which we celebrated just a couple of weeks ago, and you deserve it as well. So the only person who should be here is me.
I know, the Shaun
Putting out the
Manners
bins.
experience. Just Shaun reading the form guide, telling you about the specials at Poppy's Lane down in Bali.
Didn't do much shopping there, but I'm really disappointed I didn't get the opportunity.
Do people go to Poppy's Lane?
No, it was dead as a door nail. A lot of people are just hanging outside. We've all walked down there at some stage, but people just sitting outside some of those businesses just having a bintang. That's it.
Oh, that's what you're
getting
doing,
a tattoo,
Bali, isn't it? Yeah. So we were really thrilled to be back off our break. I'm just loving it. It's so good. I mean, you know.
What did you say this morning when I walked in, Nath? It's been a long time you've done this job.
I just said to him, sometimes do you catch yourself in a moment where you think, how long can I keep doing this for? We sometimes wonder, how long can people... Like, we know that it is very rare to get to... You're coming up 15 years. Yeah. I mean, out of 20. It's very rare that anyone's around in this job for that long. And I know why. Because it's horrendous.
We're completely mental for still sitting here. That is the answer. That is the truth.
But we're really excited to be back today. We're going to tell you all about Nova's 5K triple play.
Yeah, we got competitions all morning, actually. They've got heaps of money up for grabs.
Shaun. Now, you went and did the V-race, which was apparently amazing.
Yeah, it was, and I took along my good friend Harry, who dominated, by the way, in that. So everyone's going to love having fun there. We've still got...
$1,000 up for grabs for that today.
That is brilliant. We've still got tickets to go and see Tottenham Hotspurs versus West Ham, but these are the fancy ones. This is next week, okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to love this.
So there's a heap going on. We're excited to be back. That's right. Work is the best.
Whatif.com helps Aussies make the most out of every trip.
Book a hotel, flight, late checkout and spa, all before you can say brekkie buffet.
Jump on the What If app and get started. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Natalie's away for an extra week.
She's doing it well.
Duck.
Yeah. Nathan, you stayed here, but I headed over to my hometown, which is Balanesia.
Yeah.
And haven't been there for 4 years, and it was... Oh, it's good to be back.
How was the Padma?
The Padma was brilliant.
Is it like Cheers there, where everybody knows your name?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the first night we got in there, we stayed at another place down the road because we didn't get in until 2:30 at night, in the morning. So we stayed at another place down the road. But then we walked up. There was a thought that we're going to stay at this place that was cheap as for a few nights.
You?
Yeah.
Going to stay at a budget place in Bali?
I'm happy to do that, yeah. Well, particularly more so the boys, but when you've got the girls in the light, it's a bit different, and toilets and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? It's always a good idea until the bare light of the day when you look at where you're staying.
100%.
Especially because you usually stay at the Padma.
So we did walk up the road, and Megan was the first person through the doors, and they come out exactly like Cheers, as you were saying, Nate. They just, everyone knows your name. Miss Megan, you're back. Oh, my God, welcome home, and all this stuff. And then as soon as they're there, they upgrade. There's a frequent flyer points thing, and they go, oh, you had all these points from last time, we upgrade your room and all this. Like, gee, we're off to an absolute belter here. But anyway, had a great time and all the rest of it. But the one thing, it's hard obviously to get on the plane and then leave. But when we got to the airport yesterday, our plane was delayed. I got home probably about 11:45 last night.
Yeah.
So everything was delayed. But what they did was when we got into the setting and we were down waiting for our plane, they hadn't actually set up the security properly to be able to check everyone's bags if they've got aerosol cans or, the water. You're only allowed to take a couple of 100 mils. So they got everybody to just come out of that area and they set up a bit of a screening so they can go people's bags. At that stage, I was probably about third in line, and an older lady came down with a man she had in a wheelchair, and of course they go straight to the front. Not a problem with that. I totally get it. So
I have an issue with that. You're already sitting down.
Well,
I'm standing. I'm joking.
Well, this lady and the guy who was sitting down, they seem to have a cast of about 5 people with them. What have they got to do with the whole thing? So they come in the line as well. Yeah, I don't know that if they're kids or grandkids. I'm not sure why they need to go through at the same time. Anyway, those 5 people decided, yes, they're going through. Well, because this old lady was pushing the old man, a couple of the old codgers in line, they just thought, oh, this must be the old people's line. So they just jumped in the front, and next thing you know, there's 10 people. They're just there, and they don't look at you like that they're pushing in. They just think that's all right.
Yeah.
I'm in here. Bad luck. You guys can all wait. I was absolutely steaming.
You can't say anything to old people that bog in. It happened to me at the Farmer Jackson Gwelup that time. There was a giant line, and this woman just so boldly stood in front of me, and there was like 8 people behind me, and then the guy that was standing near me as well is going like, I'm both looking at each other like, you're going to say anything?
Exactly.
I'm not saying anything to you. I'm not going to say anything. Because you don't want to be having an argument with an old woman. Wow, it must be such a great part of life to reach when you don't have to make excuses for anything and just do anything you want because you're old.
Yeah, because they know it. They know their cheating system. They know it.
My old person at the airport story is a little bit different. When we were going to Hong Kong many, many, many years ago, there was an old man that was travelling by himself that looked a little bit seedy, which was only made to look worse because on his suitcase, usually people tie a red ribbon.
Yep.
Or they have like something hanging off so they can tell it's theirs on the baggage. He had a bright pink pair of girls' knickers tied around the handle of his suitcase. Actually, they weren't knickers. They were panties.
Oh. What was he going to do over in that country? I think we know.
I don't want to see his itinerary.
I was wearing board shorts yesterday, and now I'm back in full clothing. This is disgusting.
Is anyone else burning? Am I ill?
I think you are ill.
Are you hot? Hi, Ellie.
Hi.
Are you hot?
I'm not hot. No.
Are you anyone hot in here? Okay, good, because I feel like I might be dying.
Ellie, the surfboard hit me in the nose about 3 days ago.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, the surfboard was 50 metres away. How are you? You good?
Yeah.
We missed you.
You guys back. Yeah.
You just worked through like an absolute Trojan.
I stayed here, and everyone is always like, "Oh, are you excited to have the guys back?" And I'm like, "No," because the first day is the hangover from the holiday. So the first day, you talk about how bad it is to be back at work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and then the second day is when you realise that you're right.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun. From the people that brought you last quarter comes Red Card.
Premier League clubs Tottenham Hotspur and West Ham United are playing only in Perth, July 15 and 18. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au.
We're about to play a round of Red Card, where all you need to do is be the last remaining player on the pitch, Shaun.
It's too easy. Cameron's the first cab off the rank this morning, Nath. How you going, Cam?
Not bad, guys. How are you?
Yeah,
good,
wonderful,
Cam.
mate.
Good, Cam. Are you excited to go and see this game, Cam?
I am.
Yeah.
Well, if you're the last man, if you're the last man standing, you'll be in a corporate suite, mate. We're talking food and drinks, the whole shabam.
All right. But in order to keep in with a chance, you've got to get the questions right, or you'll be given a red card and you're out of the game. Are you ready, Cam?
Certainly are.
All right, Shaun.
First question, Cam. Stay alive. The Villains is the nickname for English Premier League club who?
Aston Villa.
Go ski!
Well, you know EPL. Mm-hmm. That's pretty exciting stuff. Let's move on to the next player, which is Marie in North Perth. Hi, Marie.
Good morning. How are you?
Fantastic,
Good, Marie.
Sweetheart. All right. Your question is this. In which building would you hear the terms objection, sustained and overruled?
In a courtroom.
There you go. Marie's a litigious woman. She's been to court many times.
Craig's in Baldivis. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, lads. How are we?
Hey,
Good,
got
mate.
Craig.
Craig, you need to get this question right to stay alive. Your question is, who is the lead singer of Coldplay?
Lead singer of Coldplay is...
Red card, Craig.
Red card. Get him off the pitch. The answer was...
Of course, Chris Martin.
Chris Martin. We're down to three players. We're down to three players, Shaun.
Okay.
Let's go back up to the top with Cameron from Port Kennedy. Hi, Cam. Hey, Cam.
What do you got for me?
Oh.
Straight to the point, Nate. He wants these tickets. Let's go.
Hope you're good at guessing places around the world. In which US city is the Golden Gate Bridge located, Cam?
Is it San Francisco?
It is San Francisco, Cameron.
Cam, well done, mate.
Three people on
flying
the pitch.
through. All right, we're playing for this corporate suite tickets to go and watch Tottenham in action this weekend, obviously. The next question is, Marie, what animal is on the Premier League logo?
A lion?
Marie, fantastic.
Marie.
Well done.
All right, let's move on to Brendan. We've still got three people on the pitch. Hey, Brendan.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Good, Brendan. Are you a big reader, Brendan?
Oh, not really, but we'll give it a whirl.
I reckon you'll get this right. I want to know who wrote the horror novel It.
Stephen King.
Boom.
Hey!
Right back in my face.
We've got a match on here.
Like up yours, Nathan.
Yeah. Cameron, back to you,
Right.
mate. We are back to you. You're doing well.
What do you got for him?
Okay. Question 7, Cam. How many new wonders of the world are there?
Well, there was 7. Can't see any more.
What do we pay, Amy? So what's your answer, Cam?
The buzzer's gone. Amy, what happened?
I'm going to go 8.
He's going to go 8.
Okay, no, it's 7.
Well, then you're wrong. Yeah, the new wonders of the world. Yeah, it's 7.
well.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we are down to 2 people. There is Marie versus Brendan. Hello, Marie.
Hello.
Hi, Marie. All right, Marie. She'll get this right. I don't think we need the heavy music. What is Barack Obama's wife's name?
Marie!
We did need the important music. Marie didn't get it. It was Michelle.
Michelle, which means Brendan is the winner this morning, mate.
Brendan?
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys.
How many questions did you answer, Brendan?
Just the one, so it worked out pretty well.
Brendan, you've won 2 spots in a private suite to watch Tottenham Hotspur versus West Ham United, Optus Stadium, Tuesday, the 18th of July, next Tuesday, buddy.
Yeah, unreal. Thank you very much, guys. What a way to start the week.
Oh, mate, it was a really good way for
good.
me to start the week too. That was fantastic. We're going to be playing Red Card again tomorrow. Doesn't everybody know Michelle Obama?
I would have thought so off the top of your head.
Isn't she most famous Michelle in the world?
It is early. It's a Monday morning.
It is early, and each to their own.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
Nathan, I missed a lot of stuff that's going on in the news, but there was an opening yesterday.
Shaun, very exciting stuff. The Mitchell Freeway extension of Hester Avenue to Romeo Road, it's opened, I think, late last night. I know. And people are driving on it this morning, which means that 15 minutes will be cut off their commute.
Oh, that's a big deal.
To be able to plan your morning and be able to even just stay in bed for 15 minutes longer, there is just, I mean, like, that gift is akin to winning lotto.
I agree. If we got, if I don't know, we had a magic carpet ride from my house to here and it was dropped off 15 minutes, it'd change my life.
How long does it take you to get to work?
20 or 21 minutes.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
God, it takes me about 12. And when I see another car on the road, I'm personally insulted.
Harry just said, mouth to me, he takes 4 minutes to get to work.
Yeah, but if they can build a freeway from Wembley to Subiaco, that'd be very handy.
That's 3 minutes longer than you having sex, isn't it?
We'll have a couple of goes in that session.
Okay, so they had the big opening, right?
Yep.
Because, Rita Saffioti, who we love, she was, right behind this project, and she's so proud to be able to open it up. So they're having a bit of an event, there's political things, there's all cameras and stuff there, and something that happens a lot now is the smoking ceremony for First Nations people.
Of course.
Because you're on their land and you want to pay respect. Correct. So they're doing the smoking ceremony, and another, so with a First Nations group, another First Nations representative has come up, and he's had a problem because I think the road goes on both of their lands, both of their group's lands. So he's having a little bit of a stoush with the other First Nations person about the fact of why wasn't he invited. Now, Jeff Parry from Channel 7 News was there covering the whole thing. So you hear the awkward argument that's going on. You can see everyone on the perimeter because everyone's trying to be really sensitive about this issue, and no one knows what to do or say. And Jeff Parry has just slowly crept over to Rita Safiotti and asked her some questions about how she's feeling. And it's just so awkward. You just like Rita, you just told she wanted to just like slowly drift off into the crowd and get into a car and drive away. This is how it went down.
But I don't need these people coming out here thinking that you fellas could say this, say that on this land. I don't need permission of you or anybody else. Neither do I. This is my country too.
What do you make of this, Minister?
Oh, it's very interesting because obviously there's a lot of different Aboriginal groups with history in this area. So, yeah.
Did you pick the wrong one for the smoking ceremony?
No, I understand that was all handled by the department. So, anyway, we'll work through it.
The rest of the opening ceremony went off without a hitch.
The one person left clapping because everyone else was like, no,
everyone left. It was so awkward. Anyway, Rita, that was great.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Shaun, you just recently got back from Bali. Was it last night? You got
last night, yeah. Got back very late last night. I made the most of every minute.
I'm a person that cannot go that late.
Yeah.
I have to have a few days beforehand.
Yeah.
But yet there are such benefits in doing that because you not only to get your entire, as much as you can out of that holiday, but also if there's a delay with the plane, you don't have to go to work.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I was thinking last night we were at the airport because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Nat's staying over." I said, "Yeah, I know, but no, it's me, Nathan. I've got to be there for him no matter what. So if I have to swim back to Perth to make it happen, it's going to happen."
Remember the pandemic, though? I did the show without you and Nat.
Oh, that's right. You did too.
Yeah.
A lot of people, Bali's not for them. It's hot. It'd be hot for you.
I love Bali. I think Bali is a great place. It's the wearing. It feels like you're wearing a wet electric blanket that's on 3 all day, and that to me I can't handle. That to me is no. I need some fresh air.
Well, for me, I feel at home there. So I was having a great old time, and I like to go over. There's a bar behind us. It's a sports bar, and they play the cricket, the footy, and they have the racing on. It's called the Y Bar, and you can go over there and have a bet. So you're just dealing with cash, right? And so you win a race over there, and you think you've won lotto. You've got that much cash in your hands. So it didn't happen to me often, but I was over there one day, and I was having a few beers watching the footy, and it was leading up to the cricket, and I was a bit seedy from the night before, so I was going pretty quietly, but in walked some of my good friends and the Marsh family because they were over there. Shaun's birthday, his 40th birthday, was yesterday.
So this is Mitch Marsh's parents?
Yes. So Swampy had come in. He'd flown in from the previous 2 test matches, and he got on the plane and he got to Dubai, and that's when he found out, because Mitch found out at the latest possible moment. So he was sitting in Dubai and he wondered whether he should fly back and go back and watch his son play.
Okay.
But he knew that it was Shaun's 40th, and Michelle, his wife, said, "Look, you've already committed. All the families here in Bali, you've got to keep coming." So he kept coming on the flight. So then everyone just went, "Righto, it's the first day of the test match. We're all going to the Y Bar together. We're all sitting on the table. We're going to watch this cricket match and just cheer Shaun on."
Well, that would be a huge night, Shaun, but you were feeling seedy, so did you stay?
Well, I stayed for a little bit. I probably had 5 beers, and that was a really big effort. Everyone was difficult. It was a difficult 5 beers. So, I end up standing up and I go, right, at that stage I knew I had to go and have dinner with
And every
Megan.
beer you think, I've got to go in a second, I'm just dying. Are you trying to be all, hey?
I was. So then I walk over and I said to the gang, I said, "Oh, look, I've got to go off for dinner, but I'll come back."
Okay.
In my mind, I'm not coming back. There is no chance of me coming back. That's fine. So I said to Swamp and that, I'm out of here. I'll see you later. So my mate Maury was going off to have dinner as well with his family. So he says, "As soon as you have dinner, I'll send you a message and we'll get back here with the team and we'll get around Mitch for his for this test match." I was like, "Yeah, no problem." So I go out for dinner, and then I came home and I saw Maury's wife and kids walking into the Padma, but he had already started walking to the Y Bar, so he didn't see me, and I just burned past him because I was in the back of the motorbike.
How exciting. Just get back to your hotel room without being seen. Ninja.
Jumped straight into my room and put my phone up. And anyway, within about about, 10, 15 minutes, it's just beeping. It's just vibrating constantly. And I just decided to ignore that until I got up in the morning and just look at my phone and had all these messages.
What
and
had
Mitch
happened?
Marsh hit 100, a ton. The biggest news out of the Ashes series to that point in time happened.
Okay.
And I was there with everyone, and I gave him the cold shoulder, and I would have been in the mosh pit when everyone's going absolutely ballistic.
Was it a huge celebration for all of them back there?
It was the biggest celebration.
Was it everyone had the best night ever?
The best night ever. The Jaeger bombs were going left,
You're there with the Marsh
right,
family,
and
of course, so you couldn't be closer to the news.
It went viral, all the videos you might have seen of them celebrating at the Y Bar. So my mate Maury, he's getting all these messages because he's up and about. His mate Rambo's hardcore in the thick of things, just celebrating this moment of a lifetime all together at the Y Bar in Legian with the family.
And you said no.
Cold shoulder.
And you didn't go.
I didn't go. It hadn't stopped burning on me for days and days ever since.
I can slightly feel your pain because years ago, one of our producers, right, she would go to all of these events. We get invited to all these events, and one of the TV stations were having a thing where they wanted to show us a premiere episode of something that was coming up. So they show us this episode. We've all been to 100 of these. And we're not going to go. So this is the one we chose not to go to. Anyway, the next day she comes in. We said, how was that event last night? And she goes, great. Look what they gave everybody that came. And they gave everyone an iPad. I'm like, no! The one that we chose not to go to, and they gave us Apple stuff. God, so that's how I feel your pain. Let's talk about this, all right? So you've said no to doing something or to going somewhere. It could have been an event, a party, or whatever.
Yeah.
You've said no to something, and you've turned out to regret it severely.
Yeah. It was an amazing night that I just totally regret not being there.
All right, we're going to give somebody tickets to a chorus line. That's right, Shaun. A bit of a musical, plus food and drinks to enjoy at the show. It's going to be a good night out. A chorus line comes to Perth for an intimate new production at Planet Royale. You can book for a chorus line at Ticketmaster. We are talking about saying no to something, right? And then you've turned around and you've regretted it severely. Give us a call. Shaun has had a big night, right? So he's way too seedy to go to the Y Bar because something exciting was happening there.
Well, Nath, I went along and I had 5 quick beers and everyone tasted like, petrol, that kind of scenario.
Yeah.
So I took the opportunity to nick off while the Marsh family were there and our mates, and they were just ready for Mitch to play in this test match. He hadn't played in the previous 2. He couldn't get you out, as we know. Those things weigh on his head.
Yeah.
And he had the opportunity of a lifetime. The family were all there just poised for this big event. Anyway, Mitch made 100. I wasn't there, and this is him talking about post-match after making that 100 about his family.
Shaun's 40th in a couple of days' time, so all the family's in Bali, so let's hope he gets to 40. And obviously, all my family and all of our close friends are celebrating there with Shaun, so whilst they weren't here, if you haven't seen the video, it's bloody great.
Well, everyone was going off in the video, if you see it floating
Everyone was
around.
in the
It was
video
on the
except
news,
for you.
except for me, because I went to
was
bed.
in the video.
I didn't even get... my phone was beeping. I didn't even pick it up. I was hiding.
Oh, so we are talking about those things you said no to and instantly regretted afterwards because apparently it was awesome. Shaun's in Wanneroo. Hey, Shaun.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Hey, good, buddy.
Shaun.
All
I
right,
think this could be a Shaun thing.
It could be. Did this happen to you as well, mate?
I kind of did, yes. You can picture the 06 Grand Final, West Coast against Sydney.
Yep.
I'm a mad West Coast fan. We're at my mate's house, getting on the drinks. We end up winning that close nail biter. Everyone's excited going. We're going to casino for an afterwards party. And we're all excited, yelling, screaming, and my wife kindly reminds me that it's her birthday and we've got dinner booked at Mash Brewery. So for the whole night, I've kind of gone off my high. I'm off my high, yelling and screaming to oh, yeah. So we also had a 3-week-old baby.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I did the right thing. I went to dinner with my wife and I constantly got text messages all night saying, it's a mosh pit. They're playing the original song, and everyone's loving it. You should be here. Get down. And I couldn't do it. I had to do the right thing for the wife.
Oh, Shaun.
Bloody wives, Shaun. You're right.
That is amazing.
Yeah, she's lucky I love her.
Barely.
What a moment you missed out on, Shaun. Those things burn. I have not stopped thinking about that I'm... that I missed that opportunity.
Well, the worst thing is you don't want to. If someone's having a great time and you were supposed to be part of it, you don't. You really wish that their night would just collapse in a burning pile because you're not there.
100%. So the next day, I had that quiet night. The next day, I end up having another big night, and I went to the Y Bar for day 2 of the test. None of them were there.
Let's go to Simone in Maylands. Hey, Simone.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good. All right, so we're talking about instantly regretting things you said no to. What happened?
Yes, well, we were in Iceland travelling, and it was our wedding anniversary. And so we decided that instead of staying up for the Northern Lights like we had every other night, we had dinner. They gave us the Black Death schnapps. After that, we thought we better go to bed early and make the most of this.
Yeah.
Anyway, had a great time. Finally went to sleep. Next morning, go down to breakfast, and everyone's like, oh, my God, it was so amazing. It was like the best night ever. And we were like going, what on earth? Were they looking in our bedroom or what? And it was the Northern Lights. We missed the Northern Lights.
So
one time.
So you were there
one
for...
time in our lifetime.
So you were there for how many nights beforehand waiting to see it and it hadn't appeared?
That's right. And we'd been travelling around Iceland and
just waiting.
We hadn't seen any. But we figured because it was on our wedding anniversary, maybe it was a special thing anyway, but we missed it.
When you've travelled somewhere to see something like that and you go to bed early, Simone. You would have a great time, but what a waste of money.
Yeah, great time in bed, but geez, that's...
Great time in bed.
Yeah, well, they were celebrating their wedding anniversary.
They were, and they just had a little sip of Black Death. So they were ready. They were buzzing and ready. All right, we are talking about saying no to something. It could be an event. It could be a proposition that someone's given you. And afterwards, it turned out so great that you instantly regret not being part of it. Rebecca's in Parmelia. Hi, Beck.
Hi, Nathan. Hi, Shaun.
Hi, Beck.
Hey, all right, what happened, Beck? Make Shaun feel better.
So my whole group of sisters decided to go to the Hanson concert when they came a few years ago.
Yes, we interviewed them here. They came in.
Yeah, no, it's so weird.
They had an awesome time at the concert and then went to the Newport in Freo afterwards for drinks after, and ended up bumping into Hanson and drinking with them for the next few hours, having a good old time.
Oh, where were you?
I'm at home in bed because I couldn't afford to go to the concert.
Oh, no, Rebecca, surely your sisters, they could have shouted you.
I'm sure they could have, but they're obviously selfish.
I've never forgiven them. That.
Can I tell you, though, we've had Hanson in here a few times now. They are actually really nice guys. I think they might be too morally centred for me, though.
They're a bit like that, aren't they?
Well, we're Australian, aren't we? Do we really have morals?
If anyone's got too many morals, it's like, go over there, thanks.
Missed opportunity.
That sucks, Beck. Thank you. Let's go to Kayla in Baldivis. Hi, Kayla.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, Kayla. All right, what happened?
So every Wednesday, the club Magnet is open, has events.
Yes.
And me and my friends would always go every single Wednesday. This one Wednesday, I was just knackered after work, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go out. And then I get a call that, throughout the night, I'm not going to answer. I wake up in the morning to all photos of my friends that hung out with the Bulldogs after the game. So I have been photos of, Bailey Smith and all the players.
Oh, Bailey Smith! Come on, mate! You got to touch his abs.
I was devil after seeing that one photo. But after that, I've gone out every single Wednesday.
So you've been at Magnet House every single Wednesday, hoping that happens again.
Just something else to that level.
Never missing it again.
Shaun, have you been to Magnet House?
No, Peter Bell used to own it. It was called the Capitol. Is that the same place we called it, Murray Street?
Okay, if you
talk about that,
Okay, if you are over, how old are you, Kayla? How old are you now?
21.
Okay, if you're over 30, you'll feel 80 if you go into Magnet House.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's a missed opportunity, Kayla.
Oh, okay, that's funny. Let's finish off with, oh my God, what a thrill, everyone. It's Delta.
Oh, Delta.
Hi, Delta.
Love your music.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, what an honour. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Sorry, Delta, tell us all about your new album. You got a story for us? What do you got?
I wish I was her. So I was living and working in Sydney, and Bernard Fanning was doing his Australian tour. He had a new album.
Yep.
And I met him and his whole team just through work, and his guitarist actually invited me offered to fly me to Byron Bay for the end of tour party in Byron Bay.
What?
And I turned him down. I said no because I was in love with somebody else and I didn't want to leave him on.
Well, of course, yes.
No.
So I didn't really get any feedback on how the after party went for Bernard Fanning's, Australian tour. I can imagine it would have been incredible, but I sacrificed a really cool experience to be with the man that I love.
Well, you got to.
You're still with him. You're still with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Isn't that? That's a lot, isn't it? Like.
Oh,
Well, yeah, if you take that invitation on, you got to pay a bit of GST if you go on.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's it. Exactly. I wasn't.
There's some expectations, isn't there?
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm a huge Powderfinger fan, so that was like the only.
I
reason
love the
was
finger.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's something you don't say on the flight there if you don't want to take it any further. Wonder. So Delta, you must be all right.
Yeah, she must be pretty handy.
All Delta's hot.
Yeah, I think that must be a thing.
I've only known three. It's Delta Goodrum, now Delta from Lansdale, and I think there was a Delta was one of the gladiators.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, at least you're in love. Thanks so much, guys.
Oh, good stuff.
Thanks.
Brilliant. Thanks, everyone, for their calls. Tickets to go and check out the Chorus Line plus food and drinks to enjoy the show. Chorus Line comes to Perth for an intimate new production at Planet Royale. Book for a Chorus Line at Ticketmaster. I'm going to go back to, they were all great, Simone, Nathan, because going to the Northern Lights, now this is something you'd want to do.
Yeah, they were there for a few days waiting to see the Northern Lights, and then the one night that they decided to turn in and sleep early, the next day they woke up and everyone said, oh my God, the Northern Lights are amazing. It's like, Anyway.
Costly.
Well, at least you know that other people felt your pain, Shaun, and that's what we're here for.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast. Time trials.
It's lights out and away we go.
Feel the need for speed? Experience the rush of full motion virtual reality racing at V-Race. Book now at vrace.com.au.
Oh, yeah, we need your speed in this game, I'll tell you that right now.
We certainly do. The best time trial this morning will score $1,000 cash. That's amazing. And a pass to experience the rush of full motion virtual reality racing at V-Race. That is brilliant.
First up, do they have lanes or something?
Yeah, we're going to go with lanes. Well, we will do.
Okay, lane one? No, it's not like a running race, is it?
Pole position?
Pole position.
At the front of the pack is Samantha from Atterdale. Hi, Samantha.
Good morning.
Racing terminology is super hard there, sweetheart.
Pole position, we should all know that one.
Yeah. All right, so Samantha, this is pretty simple. We need you to do this as quick as you can, okay? We're going to give you a category, and then when I say go, you're going to have to try and get 5 things within that category as quick as possible, all right?
Okay.
Now, if you can't think of something, you get stung, don't worry because we're still timing you.
Yeah, we're still
Someone else could stuff up royally, all right?
Right, so 5 things, Samantha.
5 things.
5 things.
Are you ready for your category?
I am.
Today, all the categories, it's just about names.
Right, okay,
It's just about names today. So, Samantha, strap in, put your seatbelt on, and get ready for this. Your category is boys' names starting with K. Go.
Kane, Kim, Kit, Campbell spelt weird, Killian.
Killian will pay. We need one more.
Killian, Carl.
And Carl. Done.
Oh.
All right. Amy is our adjudicator over here, and she'll be putting the names up on the leaderboard. Amy, what do we have?
11.84 seconds.
Oh, not a bad lap there, Samantha. You are on top of the leaderboard.
Didn't stall it. That's good. Let's go to Jasmine in Manning. Hello, Jazz.
Hi, how are you?
Great, Jazz.
Pretty good.
The time to beat, 11.84 seconds. Do you think you have the power in your engine to do that?
Ooh, I've filled up today, so hopefully, yeah.
Well played, Jazz. All right, here we go, Jazz. We need 5 boys' names starting with the letter L. Go.
Leo, Lucas, Lee, Logan, Levi,
That's
Lewis.
Stop. Lee Logan Levi. She came through at the end.
We
didn't
would have
she?
paid. You said Lucas, and you're thinking about Luke as well.
She
They're
got
two different
premium?
names.
Yeah, I know.
You're right. She didn't do the normal regular on
No,
did she?
no. God, no.
She did the 98.
We are looking at a tidy 8.45 seconds.
8.45 seconds.
Jasmine smashed it out of the park.
Are you kidding me? That means we can say goodbye to Samantha from Adelaide because she's out.
She's lost pole position.
She's out. So it all comes down to between Jasmine from Manning and our next caller, Corin from Lake Coogee. Hi, Corin.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Yeah, wonderful, Corin. It does come down to this. We're looking for 5 things, Nathan. We've talked about their names this morning.
Now I'm looking on the leaderboard, and in lead is Jasmine from Manning on 8.45 seconds. So that is the time to beat. Do you have it in you, Corin?
I've got the need for speed.
Oh, she does.
Let's see how we go.
Let's give it.
I'm going to epically fail now.
Oh, you're going to be the best at it. Everyone's talking about it in the entire building. All right. It all comes down to this.
Corin, we are looking for 5 boys' names starting with the letter W. Go.
Wade, William, Waldemar, Wally. Well done, Jasmine.
You took the first hairpin like an absolute champion.
Well, you were great. Let's go to the winner. Hello, Jasmine.
Hello, boys.
Hey, Jazz.
So funny.
And look what you've done. You're the top of the leaderboard. You've scored $1,000 cash and a 30-minute pass to V-Race. How good is that?
Oh, I cannot believe that. That was so great, Corin. You really did well.
Oh, she came out hard and fast, but just stalled it.
Yeah, this is
So many W's in my family.
Is there? Corin, what do you got? A William? Have you got a William in your family or something?
I've got a Wade. He's Wade William. My dad's Waldemar. My nephew's Will. And I should have just said Will. Yeah.
Wait there,
my dad's Polish. Waldemar.
Waldemar.
Yeah.
Polish. Okay.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That there is great. And the way you two are talking to each other, that's what sisterhood's all about, really, isn't it? That's right, everyone. Jasmine, so you've taken that $1,000 cash. You've got 30-minute pass to V-Race. And how good is this? Corin, both you and Samantha, you're also going to score a pass to V-Race as well, so you can go and check it out.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah, it's wicked. We'll love it.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, good one.
That was great. Don't worry if you missed that. We're going to be doing time trials again tomorrow,
Love that. That's good.
Not bad.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Right in your Kushner, they say. Shaun?
Is that of Show Me the Money? What's it? Jerry Maguire? Kushner is one of the guys he was trying to sign at the end of the movie. He was trying to sign this guy the whole time through. Remember Jerry Maguire?
I don't remember specific plot points of Jerry Maguire. I understand what Jerry Maguire, but I don't understand. I don't remember that there was a guy named Kushner that
because he was going to be the number 1 draft pick.
How much have you watched this? You've watched a lot.
Everyone's watched Jerry Maguire.
No, not a lot.
I remember he's playing the guitar going Kushner. He's writing a song to his own name.
What are you doing? How many times have you watched it? Seriously? Because however many times, it's too many.
Anyway, Kushner.
Talking about
Check
watching
it out,
something
everybody.
else right now. Have you been watching $1 Million Island?
No, I haven't.
I've watched a few episodes. There's something about it that I don't like. Having said that, it's a great show.
Yeah, right.
On Channel 9. There's something about it I don't like, but Is it Channel 9?
Is it because it's... Well, Harry will find that out for us.
I think it's
7.
seven.
Is it because it brings out the worst in people?
Yes, Shaun. It's the worst in humanity.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, the ad at the moment, it points to tonight's episode and it just blows me away. So when they first get to the beach, right, from when the 100 people were all separated, they all had to run to a certain camp. And when you get to a camp, that's it. That's the camp. And then then you had to all run and get supplies and food. And then whatever you get, that's yours to keep for the entire time you're there.
Yep.
So the people that may have gone, like, you know, a little bit too slow to the point, they might not have gotten much food. So they're at the point now where people are actually running out of food. And it's not like Survivor or anything where suddenly they're going to, you know, give you a surprise thing of KFC.
Yeah.
Like literally once your stuff is gone, it's gone. And you have to sort of rely on the kindness of other people. So there's this one bloke on there. He looks like he's about to die. He is shattered. He's a taller bloke. You can tell he needs some food. And he looks like he's going to have to go to hospital if he doesn't get anywhere. So he's approached another guy who's actually got quite a lot of rations left at their camp and asked him a simple question. And the response is gobsmacking.
I just feel my whole body's shutting down. I just need to ask you man to man for something to eat. I'm starving, mate. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
I just can't give it to you, brother. I just don't care. If he breaks, he's out.
No, you can't.
But that's the competition.
No.
It's the competition.
If somebody is hungry, you give that person food.
No, but then they stay in the competition. That's one down.
I get that, Shaun, but could you do that to someone right in their face?
I don't want to say yes, but it's a competition for it. There's $1 million, and people going to get a chance to get a good slice of it.
Harry, a human being has come up to you, and doesn't matter if it's competition, and they have said, "I'm hungry. This is bad."
Nathan, I got 3 siblings. I've been fighting for food for my whole life.
So no.
Okay, so no.
Amy. Would you?
I think I would.
Of course you would.
You said no, she
You
wouldn't.
just said no a second ago.
No.
You're gesturing.
Oh. No, but would I? You guys know what I'm like. Would I say no?
Look, I would probably say no off camera.
I would say no. You're like,
but as the camera, like, yeah, of course, have a sandwich. God, he's nice, people say. What a great guy.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We are the best at doing the first day back at work. Woo!
I think we should have a day off. Our boss Joel's in the building. Joel, how was the start this morning?
Joel.
You guys are in red hot form, actually, sounding very fresh.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're on the wireless.
Yeah, great. Great job, everyone, all around.
We're radio DJs. Oh, we're down with Rita Safiotti again, aren't we?
3 people clapping for us.
At the freeway extension. What an absolute thrill. So tomorrow on our show, TiVo, Tracy Vo from Channel 9, she's going to be joining us and hanging out with us all morning. Time Trials is going to return, Shaun.
That was a lot of fun this morning. So that's $1,000 and a chance to go and drive an Aussie Park and V-Race. But there's more, Ross. We've got giveaways galore.
Wait there. Firstly, let's finish on our show.
Yep.
Red Card's going to be back again tomorrow.
Yep.
That's Tottenham versus West Ham. I know those 2 names now. I don't have to read it. And then also, we just got a last-minute interview confirmation, Ross.
Is it who? I may have heard about this. Who is it?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
What?
Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's an American astrophysicist, author, and science communicator.
I've read his book. I'm pretty sure it's.
Oh my God! I've sorry, Ross.
That's all right.
I just saw his face.
You know him now.
Yes.
Astrophysics in a Hurry, I think it is. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. He's so smart, but he makes everything like understandable.
Yes. He was one of the people that contributed research to demote Pluto from being a planet.
Demote it?
Yes.
Well, that's
he's one of the people that made. So now Pluto's not a planet, and it's his fault. So Pluto has taken a restraining order out against him.
I would too. I heard him one day. He debunked everything that people do with star signs.
Oh,
yeah.
Did he? He does time travel stuff. You can ask him about pretty much anything. Quantum mechanics.
Joanne M. Moore, she doesn't do the star signs in the West Australian right now, so I debunked them all as well, because she was the only person that had true powers.
Great to have you guys back. I did listen to your first break, because I'm always interested in your first break from holiday. The amount of passive aggressiveness about Nat still being on holiday was hilarious.
Wow.
And the salty language too.
Well, we just... no, Joel, we didn't use any language.
Oh, no, sorry.
Boss is in here, you... Get him off!
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.